Interview.
All right. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Jake from On the Rise Music. Today we are joined by special guest and amazing rapper, On the Rise, of course, just like our title. QUEZY. Dude, I love your music, man. How have you been?
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. I've been good. I've been chilling. You know, just been doing the same old him in the studio. Quarantine.
I understand. Trust me, man. There's not much to do. Just come out with music, you know what I'm saying? Just produce stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I understand you are a recent graduate. Congratulations, man.
Oh yeah, I just graduated.
How does that feel? I mean, you were like the first, like you obviously were the quarantine class. So how does that feel? Like not like, unfortunately, like I understand I'm like a junior in college too. So it's a little different though, cause it's not my last year, but how is that knowing that like some of your friends are going off to college and you're just going to pursue music, correct?
Yeah, I'm just gonna pursue music for real.
Okay. As you should, man. I mean, shit, big city boy. And that whole mixtape, that shit's crazy, man. Like I was listening to it last night. I was just like, damn, this dude, you're gonna blow. Like seriously, you're part of that whole like movement right now. I mean, there's a couple songs where you sounded. I sensed like a little bit of like a shot of flow, like an NLE Choppa type beat.
Oh yeah, a lot of people when I first started making music, a lot of people compare me to him. That was basically because like I listened to a lot of like Stunner for Vegas and Ellie Chopper.
Oh, okay,
I listened to that, and like when I was listening to them, I guess like cadence because a lot of music I listen to, I noticed that just like it sometimes it overtakes me. Like I've been listening to a lot of Lil Baby and a lot of the new stuff I've been writing. It just sounds like Baby for real,
Mm-hmm.
which is crazy.
Do you prefer like freestyling or writing your raps? Like I know like because I joking around as funny as it is, like I've rapped with my friend a couple of times. Like he's a producer, he's pretty good. But hopefully you can get him on the show. And I freestyle just because like I don't know, I feel like it's like it's fun to freestyle, but I mean writing raps too. I mean shit, it takes time to plan that out. So what do you prefer?
Well, I used to like when I was like first starting. I didn't get into a studio till like last year December. Like I never got to like a real studio, so I would just freestyle on my phone. And now, like at this point, because I'm in the process of like making a whole like getting all the equipment and just having a studio at the crib.
Mm-hmm.
Like me, I have to write more, which is
Okay.
sometimes because like when I write, I feel like I feel like I don't get like to my peak status because I got a lot of time to critique myself. Like, oh, that sounds lame. But when you freestyle, you just there, like you, I'll be like, that's hard.
Exactly. Do you have like a couple freestyles that you have? Like I understand you have a lot of unreleased music. Shout out Playboy Cardi. Do you have any like freestyles that you're waiting to like hold on to for the fans, or you're just majority of it is just written raps?
I'm never like when I freestyle, like there's a few words that I hit like that I know I can rhyme with, but mostly when I freestyle it's just that it's just freestyle. I don't never remember. I'm like, oh, I just did that. I just did it.
Yeah.
Like only way I could capture it if I record it. I got a whole bunch of like dope songs that I just written and I just never recorded. It's all about it comes back down basically to money. You know what I'm saying? Because like off of Big Simba, I made like $1,000 one time. It was crazy off of Big Simba. Like they sent it to me because I'm with United Masters and stuff.
Oh,
and so
okay.
they
So
sent
you
it
have a
to
record label then?
No, it's not like a record label. It's like because at first I wasn't like I didn't know how to get my stuff on Apple Music and stuff. And then I saw this thing. I saw this like this promo on this Instagram page. It was like United Masters, get your stuff on there for free, and they're gonna pay you all your royalties.
Oh, okay.
And so I did all that. And then once because Big Simba is like at 100K on Spotify. And
Yeah,
it's like
I saw
100K
that
on
had like
SoundCloud.
a ton of fucking plays and listens. Spotify, I was listening on Spotify. I was listening on both actually, so I was giving you plays.
What you call it? And lately, a lot of my new music because I've only released like one more song officially, and like that one hasn't had that many plays. Big Simba and my other song On 10, they're really going crazy. But all the new stuff that I got, I feel like it'll go crazy too when I get the right promotion.
Oh, of course, of course. Who, when you started, like, when did you first start getting into like rapping, and who exactly did inspired you, like when you were growing up, that you listened to and you're like, I want to be like this, I want to do this?
Like when I first started like realizing that I really want to rap, I've been rapping for like ever. Me and my boy Zone 6 Dude, shout out Zone 6 Dude, you know what I'm saying? We were like 10th grade, we used to be freestyling all the time. We used to get in trouble back in class, Dr. Accuracy class. And one day I had like an epiphany. I was with my granddad and I was just riding around. I was like, bro, this is what I want to do, bro. I want to be a rapper, bro. I'm like, this is what I want to be. And growing up listening to music, really, really, it's always been like Drake for real. Cause like Drake,
Sure.
I've always just listened to Drake for real. Like
Sure.
not even know. Cause people, I feel like people would be capping when they be like, bro, Drake trash. Like, bro,
For
Drake been like
real.
Drake been the top dude for like years. Like,
Since like '09, literally
exactly.
'09.
I would listen to him since I was like a kid. Like the singing, I've really grown up off of like singing rap. And
Exactly. Yeah,
like I don't
same.
really want to
Really.
exactly. And I feel like rappers did that. I feel like Drake just like pioneered it, make this so like casual. Like, okay, can you rap? Okay, but can you sing too with the rap? Like I feel like that's like a criteria now.
Exactly. Yeah, I went through like as like 2 years ago, I think I went through like a fuck Drake phase because I'm a huge Kanye fan. So like when the
Mm-hmm.
whole thing went down, when he was arguing, when he like basically dogged Ye, the whole album was like this is trash, made him scrap it and everything. So I was like, yo, fuck Drake, fuck Drake. I was like, Scorpion's just like it's just Scorpion's like trash, blah blah blah. Took me like a couple months, and I was listening to Scorpion. And I was like, dude, this is like it's a mixture of like old Drake, but like you can also see where he's pushing his sound to. And then
Exactly.
with the Dark Lane demo tapes, that was just
Exactly.
dude, the whole drill scene and everything. That was good. I was like, Drake knew
I
what he
feel
was.
like Drake's just like I feel like he can just like hit. I feel like he can hit every single genre, which is crazy. He was doing New York rap with New York rappers,
Mm-hmm.
and it was going hard.
Dance
He
hall
was out
and
there
fucking More Life.
exactly more life. He was in reggae, Jamaican music. Like he's just an all star. But recently, like my favorite rapper right now, probably Lil Baby. He just winning right now. That's all he doing. He's
Yeah,
just winning for real.
totally. Are you listening? Is he the only guy you're listening to right now, or are you listening to like anyone else? Anyone that like you want to shout out that you're listening to?
Shout out my boy. Shout out Blanco. I've been listening to Rax. That boy Blanco. He got some song called Rax. He like a he's a mainly on SoundCloud, but that boy been going crazy. I ain't gonna cap. Shout out Trill Love. I've been listening to a lot of Trill Love songs. He on Instagram. I follow him. He he hard. He hard. He like it's like a lot of people because like the main thing of being a rapper, you can't get like what's that? You can't get depressed because everybody like even if you say you don't want to be a rapper, like everybody like okay, being a rapper cool. Like I could probably do that. Like a whole bunch of people, everybody want to be a rapper, and some people you might think they better than me, but if you keep doing what you're doing, if you keep going like not following trends, if you keep pursuing making the type of music that you like, eventually you'll spawn at least enough fan base where you can be like, okay, I'm comfortable right here, or you can next level. Like me, I want to be to like the Drake level, no cap. I want to be
Of
to the Drake
course.
level.
Yeah.
But a lot of people when they rapping, they just want cash for real. Like I want like I know I want financial stability, but like I want so much more. I want like people to be like, bro, you heard that new QUEZY, bro? Like that just to make me feel so good. I want paragraphs to be like, bro, I'm your number one fan, bro. You hard, bro. Want some fan art? Somebody drawing my face.
Cole
Plus,
following to the wave.
exactly.
Um,
Exactly.
Now I understand. You're like you're still pretty young. You're right out of high school and everything. What have your parents said about like your decision to go into rapping? Are they supporting you fully, or are they a little skeptical at first, and have they come around to it? Or
They skeptical as fuck.
I believe it.
But like I just like I got so much faith in myself. Sometimes I ain't gonna cap. Sometimes I'll be like, damn, I can't do this shit. What am I doing? But why am I still making music? Why am I going to the studio? Like I work at fucking Chick-fil-A, and like I make like 160 every 2 weeks. Like,
Yeah.
bruh, if I didn't need this job, bruh, like to go to the studio, I would not be working here no more. I remember one day I was just like I was riding down the street in my granddad's truck, right? And his gas meter doesn't work. And it was raining outside, and my gas in the car it ran out of gas right there on the side of the street on the way to work. And I was like, bro, fuck this shit, man. And I just looked at myself in the mirror. I was like, bro, you're gonna be great, bro. I was just so like I just put that all up. I put everything into this for real. Like I put all my money into this. If it's to my last dollar and I gotta like eat or go to the studio, I'm gonna go to the studio.
Mm-hmm. Damn, yeah, that's crazy. Like Drake, bro, literally started from the bottom. Like you got to start from somewhere in order to get to there. And that's a trend that I've been talking to a lot of creatives about that are like on the brink of breaking through, like just being like from being just like a small artist to being like an actual artist with like a good amount of following. Not a big artist, but like a good on the track to being a great artist. Is just like staying true to themselves. Is that they, like you said earlier, you can't like get upset and beat yourself down. You can't follow trends. You just got to do what you got to do what you like and what you're going to ultimately listen to because it's authentic. It sounds more like it's coming from your heart more than it's like an industry plant. Like, I mean, we all know industry
Exactly.
plants out there, and we all know their longevity. So, yeah, I
Yeah.
totally agree with that.
Like yeah, like my biggest motto is like stairs over escalators for real. Cause like if you take stairs, it take time to get up. But if you go straight to the escalator, you're gonna go up, but you're gonna fall right off for real.
Exactly.
Like if you go like look like I ain't gonna sit no shot at Lil Nas X, but like I
Hey,
love Lil
hey,
Nas X.
hey! My boy doesn't like him either, and like it's not that he's like. I mean, he knows what he's doing. He made that little quick like meme song, blew up off of it.
Exactly.
He was like, oh shit, I gotta make an album. I mean, but even
Exactly.
then, it was an industry. Like, let's
I
be
like that
real.
one. Yeah.
Let's be real.
Yeah. I mean like he's on like he's still like the song, like you can see that he's like not gonna be Drake level. Cause
Oh, definitely.
it's just the way that he makes the music for real.
It's the same. I mean, like, same thing goes with like 6ix9ine. Like, bro's not gonna be big. He's just gonna have this following of like a bunch of little kids. Same with Lil Nas X. Like, it's just that
Like
like they don't really take the music making seriously. I understand it's like a fun aspect to it, and it's just like you shouldn't take it too seriously because it is fun. Like, you're making music, you're doing what you love, you're being creative, but to an extent, like there is a part where you have to make it a business, and there comes a time when you're like, okay, I got to be serious about this. I can't just keep making it a hobby. So yeah, like those two artists they're going to be big, but they're not, their names aren't going to be etched in history, unlike Drake or hopefully hopefully you. Like, I mean, I see,
yes, exactly.
I hear it in the way you speak about it. So I have 100% faith in you.
Appreciate it, man. And we're like 6ix9ine. As I think about 6ix9ine, I don't really support 6ix9ine for real. Like I'm not like, bro,
No.
support 6ix9ine. But like I feel like he know what he's doing. Like
Oh,
I
he
feel
definitely
like
knows what he's doing.
he got #1 song. Right? I'm like, we can't even do that. Like, damn, he got #1 song.
For real. Dude, everyone was like, he's not gonna do shit when he comes out of prison. I was like, you're like, no, you guys are straight capping, like for real.
Exactly.
Yeah, he knows what
He's
he's
gonna be
doing.
around. Exactly.
Exactly.
He's making everybody mad and everybody's gonna click on his video because that's 6ix9ine. Like
Exactly. Hey, no
he got
publicity is bad publicity, high key.
Exactly. I would never put myself in this situation, but he got it. He got it.
Now trust me, I understand. You gotta do what you gotta do, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Now, when you made Big Simba, did you do you produce music? Like, did you make the beat for that, or did you collaborate with somebody that you like met, or
I'm
was
gonna
it?
keep it a whole buck. I
No,
got
go
it off of YouTube.
I mean, that's how Panda blew up. That's how Panda blew up. That's how Big Pop Smoke blew up. He found like YouTube beats of Euro drill. So how did it happen exactly?
Well, I usually I go because I was looking up because Roddy Ricch was on right now, and like I was listening to Roddy Rich's beats. I was like, bro, it's hard, and I'm typing Roddy Ricch type beat, and there's Roddy Ricch type Gunna type beat, and then like it played. I was like, okay, there's like some melodic stuff, and that was like my first time doing like, cause like I was only doing rapping. I was only doing like Stunner for Vegas rapping and Lily Chopper type stuff, and then I was doing that, but I was like, bro, it's not getting no plays. It's not doing nothing for real. Actually, no, that was my second. My first song that I with melodic, it was Scott and Ramona. I made a song I was singing.
Okay.
It was like a love song, and I got like 5K plays on that. And I was like, bro, I can get 5K again. And so I was like, let me do this. But like, people don't realize, bro, to make a good song, like you gotta put like you gotta put time into that.
Oh, trust me. Yeah, I understand.
I was like, when the beat dropped, I said, I can't even sleep no more. I can't even creep no more. And that's all I had. And I just left it there. I was like, this junk gonna be trash. And so I just left it there. And then 2 months later, I came back to it, right? And December, like that same month, I finished it December 1st. And then I set up to go to the studio like December 3rd. And I was rapping it to my boys. And they're like, bro, this might be a hit for us. Like, appreciate it. And then when I recorded it, I was like, bro, this dude mixed it trash. It's garbage. And I just put it out because I was like, that's the only song I really recorded. And I put it out because it was like my third studio song. And I put it out. And then like it was going slow for it. And then the next month was like this year, January, it had like 6,000 plays. Oh, that's crazy. And they had like 100 likes. That was my first time getting 100 likes on something.
Yeah,
bro, that's crazy.
For real. I mean, that's.
And then like now, like I got like 100,000 on SoundCloud. That's just crazy to me. And I got like 1,000 likes. It's just crazy.
Yeah,
and
that
like,
is insane.
with the whole thing, like me, I just don't understand like how I went from that to that right there. So like it wasn't fast, but like I wouldn't expect it to happen for real.
Oh, of course.
Like with that song that I just didn't like at all.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I hear a lot of stories from like interviews and just like artists that are like on podcasts and stuff saying like, yeah, man, I put out this song. I was just like, it took me like forever to make. It was just like pulling teeth. And then it's like a single off their album, like a hit single. So like, it's really interesting hearing that whole thing. Like you said, that you were like recording the song, you came up with those 2 lines and you're like, oh, fuck this. Like, I'm just going to
Yeah.
break. Does that happen to you often, like where you reach a point where you just hit a wall, or is that just for that one song?
All the time, really. I really be hitting the wall a lot because I don't like to force myself to write because I feel like I'm gonna make something trash. Like
Okay.
I have to like see something really inspiring. Like I watch Everyday Struggle. You see Everyday Struggle with
Yeah.
academics?
Yeah.
I watch that. I watch that every single day. I just want to keep up to date with culture. I watch
Mhm.
interviews. I watch like documentaries. I remember watching a Lil Peep documentary that just changed my whole perception of everything. When I watched the Travis Scott one, like all that motivates me. Like seeing where they came from,
Mhm.
everything just seeing people be like, bro, Lil Baby had the hardest album of the year. Travis Scott dropped, he #1. I feel like I can obtain that. And when people say that like you can't obtain that, like
Fuck them,
it's
bro.
just it's crazy. You can really do anything
Do
that you
whatever the
want.
fuck you want.
Exactly. And like Tyler the Creator, like Tyler, bro, nobody would expect Tyler the Creator to be as popular as he is right now. Back in
Hell no.
2015,
Hell no. Dude, I was a Tyler fan in 2014, 2013, 2014, listening to Tamale when Wolf came out. Dude, everyone was like, why are you playing this? We get off the aux, bro, the hose are around. Like shit like that. And it's like, no, this is good. Like, you don't understand. So I get what you're saying, bro.
exactly. Like he had the #1 album in the country. He sings now. Like I remember I was watching Lord of Squad and they're like, bro, he's a rapper. I was like, bro, that nigga, he's not no rapper. I started listening to it and I heard "See You Again" 2020, but that shit was hard. I was
That
just
shit
like,
is so hard. I was going through a
that's just
breakup and that shit was just like 2020, 2020 vision. That shit was
uh,
hitting, bro. Oh man, yeah, Tyler Creator's a goat, bro. Like he's him, Pharrell, Kanye are like my 3 big fashion icons, and those are the people that are like really pushing me because I'm start saying like exactly you said, like you gotta like I do the same exact thing when it comes to designing and just like putting shit out. Is I don't like to I don't like to do it all the time, or I don't like to set a schedule for myself because like right now I'm going through that exact same thing where I just feel like I was working for the last 2.5-3 weeks, like just putting shit out, designing shit, all mock-ups and everything, of course, because I mean it's a little difficult when I don't have any capital right now. I'm not working because I work when I go back to school. But like my dad was just like, dude, just put stuff out, make stuff, hold on to it, and then when you get capital, that's when you begin to create it. And the right people will find you if you just keep doing what you're doing and believe in what you're doing and have faith that something good will come out of it. If you have a good heart and good intentions and you have the right work ethic, dude, something's gonna give. It may not be big, but it will
exactly.
be something in the right direction that'll push you to where you want to be or get you in a place where you're supposed to be. So yeah, I totally believe that. Like yeah, dude, your mentality is exact same thing. Like fuck, I might have to send you a pair of the sneakers I'm working on. Get you to get
Hey,
QUEZY to
yes, sir. Send me
no, no,
those.
no. I'm jumping on the Jordan 1 bootleg trend.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm designing my brand's Atrocities. And I'll send you like their Instagram and everything like after the interview. But yeah, right now it's just mock-ups on there. But yeah, I haven't put the shoes on there because I want to keep it low key.
Mm-hmm.
This is everybody, all the fans out there. This is the first time anyone's hearing about this besides like my close friends.
Yes,
But
sir.
yeah, I want to keep it really low key. Speaking to a manufacturer right now about getting them made. It's a good manufacturer too. It's the plug. It's basically he creates all the bootlegs, which is kind of insane. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, bro, like might have to send you a pair. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, bet man, I'll be down to rock and take some pics, rock out. We'll go to the mall every
Sure.
day.
King
Yeah,
of the
these
Courts. That's what they're called.
King of the
King of
Courts.
the Courts. Yeah, King of the Court highs. And then I'm coming out with like an Air Force One type joint where it's gonna be the King of the Court lows.
Mm-hmm.
Same branding and everything. But yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, dude, you could do whatever you want to put your mind to is you can do. Like I realized that this year I've started meditating a shit ton too, and
Mm-hmm.
like with that being present and everything that you're doing and just fully believing in it, like dude, you could do what you want. Like literally, like what makes you think that you can't be like you said? What makes you think you can't be the next Travis Scott? What makes you think you can't be the next Drake, Lil Baby, whoever it may be? Like dude, if you're willing to work that hard, you're willing to learn, you're willing to put in the hours, like it's gonna give and you're gonna get there. So.
Exactly. Like for me, because a lot of people say like if school isn't for you, then rapping isn't for you. I mean, well, rapping might not be for you too. I mean, but like, I graduated. You know, school. I really realized that school wasn't for me once I got to like 11th grade for real. Cause like that's when I just started skipping school, and I was like, bro, I don't want to do this shit no more. Like I was just like, bro, this is lame. I was like, why am I doing this? I felt like I wasn't learning nothing. And even when, like I was in 12th grade, the whole like half of the 12th grade, I was cheating, and I didn't learn nothing from the whole thing. And I just felt like I know what I want to do. And everybody wanted me to have like a plan, but like with rapping, there's no really plan. Like you have to be just consistent. That's the plan, to be consistent. You have to keep putting out music. You gotta, and like me, I stopped buying promos because I bought like 2 promos for like I spent like $100 in a day on promos. I gained like 12 followers. I was like so mad. I just stopped buying them, so I was like, bro, I'm just doing this by myself. So like now I'm just under people's comments, and that's how I gained like, cause like the beginning of the year I had like 1,000 followers, and I have 5,000. By the end of the year I really want to hit 10K, but that's like hard. I know it's gonna be crazy hard to do that, but here's hope I got it though. Here's hope I got it.
Bro, I really think you do. You're like for real. Like your sound is exactly consistent with like the Atlanta sound, even just the current trap sound right now. Have you gained any like has any like I don't know, I guess I could say like Atlanta celebrity like rapper of like from Atlanta, has anyone like reached out to you and been like, yo man, like what you're doing, like this shit's hot, like this shit's popping?
Actually, my guy, like not Atlanta, but Kyle, you know Kyle, Super Duper Kyle?
Oh no way.
Yeah, he liked my post, and then I went under his comments. I was like, bro, check me out. I'm the hottest out here right now. And then he was like, he said he checked me out, and he was like, bro, you hard, keep going. And I asked him for a feature. He didn't hit me back, but he said I'm hard. So I was excited. I was like, bro, what is nigga Kyle telling me? I was like, bro, Kyle. So I've been listening to Kyle for like ever, bro.
Yeah,
Kyle,
I remember I saw
rapper.
him at what's it called? The Double XL freshman class 2017, with Cardi X, dude. Fuck, RPX, but that bro didn't show up. Like I was like, damn, his cousin passed away. That's why. So he was like paying respects. Like he was staying with his family in Florida.
Oh, with X.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I miss I cried at the X. That was crazy. Cause it was like baffling to me for real. Cause like, bro, he ain't do that. Like X like he really just like helped me. Cause like I ain't gonna cap. Like I don't get. Maybe I was just depressed, but X like music just like kept me going for real. You know what I'm saying?
Well, here's the
like,
thing. That's what I try to tell my sisters, because my sisters are like, oh, X is a bad person, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I'm not condoning whatever he did. Like, he did, but he's trying to learn. He's literally, he was beginning to step in the right direction, because he realized, like, shit, my energy that I'm putting out there is all negative. It's only going to manifest negative energy. Like, I need to start manifesting positive energy. I need to put out positive energy. And as that was happening, bro's life got taken away from him, unfortunately. Like, rest in peace to the young goat. But like, I was like, dude, like, you have to understand that there's like simp music, and then there's like X, and like X is for people that like, cause I was in the middle. I was like, I was a simp, but I was also like listening to X, and I was like, damn, dude, X, like, what the fuck? Like, this shit resonates with me. So like, I understand, like, I see both sides. Like, there's a softer part where you could go like the Tyler Creator, like Rex Orange County, like all those soft like pop like singers, and then you can go X, who bears his heart on his sleeve, but he does it in such a raw way that a lot of people are turned off by it. So I completely understand exactly what you're saying. Like,
I feel like, cause like, oh yeah, it's like cause probably because he was like so genuine with it for real.
Exactly.
Like he's been through the stuff he's rapping about. For real.
Exactly. That's what. Yeah. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Are you? Now that we're talking about like just rappers in general. Are you? How did you like? Because like when the whole X thing went down, I was like so in shock. It's still hard for me to believe. Like, bro's really gone. But you know what was crazier for me was the whole Juice WRLD thing, bro.
The Juice WRLD was really crazy,
dude. And do you listen to Juice WRLD unreleased music? Do you listen to like any of his like?
I've heard a few. I've never like when Juice WRLD first came out, I was like heavy on the Juice WRLD wave. I was like, bro, that's Juice, but like Juice was hard. But like 2019, like I kind of was like a little bit off on him because maybe I just didn't like his new sound. Like he didn't have a new sound, but I just didn't like some of his newer music for real.
Yeah.
But I still like his old stuff, and I've heard a few unreleased songs which are really hard. They was talking about my friend, my bro Larry, he hooked me up with all the unreleased for real. And he was like, but this the unreleased Juice, and he's like 999 World coming out, I think And I was like, bro, that
Bro,
album gonna be hard. Exactly.
That's
So
why I was
I'm
refusing to listen to his leaked music. I was like, no, I did, because he's a good soul. Like what happened to him was terrible. Like he, like fuck the feds, fuck all that shit. Like, bro, literally, like, I mean, granted, you probably shouldn't be toting weapons on a plane, but for real, like, really, they're not gonna.
I think like as a rapper though, like I feel like you kind of have to. You get what I'm saying? Like
No,
nowadays, I feel like
definitely,
you got to.
definitely. I mean, he even came from like he raps about it all the time. Like I'm pretty sure. Like I can guarantee you,
He
bro,
from
gang.
Chi-Town.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Yeah,
Um,
he's like they died
I was like,
gay.
I mean, he sees it, bro. That's why he's unfortunately. That's why he was going through the whole drug addiction and all that shit. God damn it, we got to change that narrative. Like after that was when I was like, dude, like I can't be making perk jokes no more. Like I don't be popping them.
Yeah.
Like I can't be making them because they really be taking people's lives.
Facts. I think Polo G rapped about it. Polo G say he don't take those no more. A lot of people like. I feel like after somebody dies doing something, it takes us so long to change for real. It take everybody so long to change. I still think people be popping perkies. Rappers do that still. Like I feel like it's never gonna change for real.
No, it's
Cause
not. It's just part of the culture, unfortunately.
it's because if you like you listen to old Future,
Dude, Tony Montana, he was off the fucking lean. He was like he was stuttering. He didn't even know he was saying Tony Montana.
he basically engineered like drugs, like super drugs and like hip hop for real. Like Famous Dex, I think he's just gone at this point. But
bro, he's not dead or anything, but he's just struggling.
Yeah, I'm talking about like, I think not going like dead or like gonna die. I'm thinking like he's like just off now. Like I think he's just falling off. I think it was because of drugs. Because he was on a run.
It was because of the drugs. It was. My boy is like a really big fan. And he was telling me last year, he's like, dude, Famous Dex just disappeared. And I was like, wait, what do you mean? He was like, the H got to him. So yeah, the drugs definitely like, they do some crazy shit off some drugs.
He disappeared while he was like slowly blowing up too, because like
when he came out with
Pick It Up.
You Pick It Up, Japan. What was that album that he came out with 2 years ago?
Dex meets Dexter. I think.
That one. That was the one that he just disappeared off of after.
Exactly. Like he was that album, like it elevated. He was all over the radio. Like who would have thought you would hear Famous Dexter on Famous Dex on the radio? Like
real. Yeah, my favorite song from him is "Live in LA." That shit's crazy. Have you heard of that?
I haven't heard that one. I've heard like a piece of that because I know what you're talking about. Like I don't remember how it goes, but my bro Larry played it for me one time. Dude, but when I first heard Famous Dex, it was the first song that I ever heard. It was With Your Bitch with Made in Tokyo. Like okay. Catch Me Downtown. That song was just so smooth. I like just melodies for real.
I remember it was like first semester of my senior year, and my boy, like shout out to my boy Sani, that he put me on like a ton of rap. He put me on to like Tyler, he put me on to X. Shout out to my boy Cole, he put me on to like Lil Pump, Ski Mask, Famous X too, technically. And I remember I listened to Drip from my walk. I was just like, oh, shit, this shit is crazy. The energy is insane. I get the drip from my walk. Yeah, that shit.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, that's the great guy. Unfortunate with the whole thing that we're talking about right now, but yeah, hopefully get some help and come back and just stronger than ever. Okay. Is there anyone that you are like listening to right now that you are looking at and you're like, okay, I can see you blowing up, or like that you're looking at to put a feature on? Do you want to give them a like that you're trying to put on?
My boy, shout out my boy VJ. VJ, best singer I know. Like he be like, if you type like go listen to VJ. He was on my album, like on my tape. On Spaz, a song called Spaz. Okay. And he was like the singing dude, so he can sing really good. Again, Trill Love, he just rap real, like a lot of people just like not real, and like you could tell, like, but my boy Trill Love real. Blanco, he been going through a lot right now, but he been getting like music done. And who else? But probably a rapper that I can see blowing up soon. I think QUEZY. I think QUEZY gonna blow up soon.
I agree. Honestly, I wholeheartedly agree, man. Do your
Appreciate
friends
it.
produce, or is it like a whole friend thing? Like, cause I understand there's the sailing team with Lil Boat or Lil Yachty. That
Mhm.
was like everyone was just producing, everyone was collaborating. Are you like that with your friends, or are you searching for like producers online? Like you said, like you did the type beats on YouTube.
Mhm. What call it? I got my other song, Wonderful Feeling, like now, cause like when I first had 1,000 followers, nobody was sending me beats for real. Now people just like send me beats, be like, bro, can you use my beat? And sometimes I go through them and I use it for my song, Wonderful Feeling. I use somebody's beat that they sent to me. Mm, but I used to have this whole thing called like YGS. It was like me, my boy One Way Marco. He still rap. He go hard too. And it was like a whole bunch of my other friends, and all of them like I could tell that they like wasn't dedicated for real. I knew they wasn't dedicated because like we was just boys. We was like, okay, we're gonna do this because QUEZY in there, and I was like, all right, bet. And so like they slowly faded away out the music, and when they faded away, I was like, yeah, like I'm on it. I'm by myself. Like I can do this. Like, but like that's just motivation to me for real. Cause like I kept going, and I don't think I'm gonna ever stop making music till I'm like, oh, like I don't think I'm gonna ever stop making music in general for real.
Hey
Like
man,
till I'm
like
like
fuck
60.
it. Fuck it, man. Like, hey, if you're good, keep making them. Do you ever get like the video where it's like, yo, what Lil Uzi email? You ever get beats like that? Like just like dog beat, like just like boof ass beats. You ever get like some pretty trash beats? You're like, oh,
Oh,
thanks.
some trash beats. I've I've gotten a few trash beats. Like I've got, but those are the ones. Some of them send me beats and they ask me to pay for them. Some of them send them to me. Like, why you sending me beats and you asking me to pay money for your beat? I thought I was just like nice, you know. So I thought, oh, that nice. But some of them they send for free and they be hard, and some when they send it for free and they're like 13 or something.
You're like,
I
yeah,
listen
these are
to
free
them,
beats. These are free beats.
and like so when you choose a free beat, you gotta be hasty about the ones that they send you for. You gotta really listen to it. So I remember I chose a free beat and like I was listening to only the first part where the beat drop at, and like I heard like 3 more seconds, so I thought the whole beat was gonna be like that. Cause like I was in a rush, so I just wrote a whole verse for that, and I went to the studio and I played it, and like in the middle, it got like it was like some weird noise in there, and I had to cut the whole thing. I wasted like 30 minutes of my studio time trying to do that. I was so mad, but yeah, I've gotten some trash beats.
All right, man. Well, we could sit here and chop it up all day. I really enjoyed communicating with you and getting in touch with
Me
you.
too,
Just
bro.
talking about like, I mean, just rap in general, just like how you are, your process and everything, and like where you're gonna go from here. So, I guess what I want to ask you is your final question. Just one more question. Like, what advice would you give to upcoming artists? And if there are any artists, I mean, we've covered a few in the like during the interview, but if there are anybody that you want to just give it like a last minute shout out to, you're more than welcome to.
Shout out my boys on 6 Duke. That's been my brother for like ever, bro. Like that's who I started rapping with, the one that was
Appreciate you, man.
freestyling with, Zone 6 Duke. Trill Love, me and Trill Love, me and bro, we became friends a little later in our high school year, but we close. Like that's my bro. That's my bro right there. Shout out Blanco. Shout out VJ, V Jizzle. One Way Marco. I know him since like I was in middle school. I used to be freestyling in the lunch table. I was a legend, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna get into that. But if you rapping, like you're never done. Like if you're like me, I'm never done. I'm at 5,000. You gotta think like sometimes you gotta depress yourself to get better. Like I'm at 5K, I may think like that's big because I was just like 100.
Hmm.
But you gotta think Drake got like 33 million followers. You can always be better.
Oh, of course.
You can always do better. So try to outbest yourself. Don't stay in a bubble, but don't play too much on what people will say. Like if one person don't like your sound, don't be like, bro, I gotta change my sound. No, like if your people like that, keep doing what you think is right. Don't
Hmm.
change it up just because maybe 2 or 3 people don't like it, or maybe. But if you're not seeing progression, you have to look at yourself in the mirror. You got to be like, what am I doing? You have to talk to yourself. You can't just give up. You get what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
key thing is to never, ever, ever let anything get to you. Because if you let something get to you, you're gonna take like 4 steps back, and like your next song might not even drop. Your next song might not even do numbers because you're depressed. You don't want to do it no more. But you can always be better. You can always do it.
Amen.
And that's
Couldn't
facts.
have said it. Yeah, exactly. I mean, be true to yourself. Exactly what you said. Just gotta keep pushing yourself. Always be better than you were the next day. That's exactly how I think about designing and just everything in life. Like, hey man, you can be better than who you were yesterday. If you can, do it.
Oh, exactly. I always try to make yourself feel like you're doing it. Don't try to make no one else feel like you're doing good. Make yourself feel like you're doing good. Don't ever try to don't try to be a people pleaser, basically.
Exactly.
Be you.
Exactly. All right, man. Thanks a lot for having. It was really nice having you on. I enjoyed talking with you. Again, check him out on Instagram. Thank you, man. QUEZY. That's QUEZY with 4 Y's at the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And yeah, peace out, you guys.
Peace out. On the